What's going on? It's Western Nomad. I'm back in my favorite place, Southwest Montana, exploring new territory. This time we're in Philipsburg, Montana. Great, small, authentic mountain town. I got to interview a lady who owned a really cool art gallery there. And, this is what I do. I love going out to these small towns. And when I'm in Montana, it feels like home. I'm here in Philipsburg, Montana. Looks like a really awesome, authentic mountain town. We're gonna take a look around, see if we can find anyone who wants to talk on camera. I don't count on it, but you never know.
Okay, I'll give you a little history. 27 years ago, I opened a gallery in St. George, Utah.
Okay.
And then I opened another one. And then I opened another one and went into competition with myself. So we did different kinds of art. We did plein air, we did a little bit more modern, and then we did traditional.
Okay.
And then I opened a gallery in Salt Lake City.
Okay.
That was the traditional gallery. And then decided that I would rather have them all together, so put them all back in St. George. They were all next door to each other. It was a blast. And I started collecting when I was in rock bands in the 70s.
Oh, what did you play?
Well, I was a singer.
You were a singer. I play guitar, so
Yeah?
the good days of classic rock.
I just loved it. Those great music. But I tried to do art, was told to keep singing by my art instructor.
My band members tell me to not sing, so
Right,
stick to guitar, so that's really cool.
Well, yeah, they tell us the truth, right? So I started collecting back then.
Okay.
And when I was 43, I lost my vocal cord.
Okay.
And I went, what do I want to do? And I loved art. I taught my children to love art. It just lifts you. It lifts your home.
Just like music, right?
It's like music. And so I thought, okay, if I can't do what I love to do, I'm going to help what I love.
Right.
And so we opened our galleries. They started, I was really begging at first. Mm-hmm. So it's very humbling.
Right.
To be begging and getting rejected from the best artists. But I am very thick-skinned, and I'd go to all the shows. Some of the artists would call me the stalker. So they'd go, the stalker's here.
That's I get that a lot in the towns I go to.
The stalker's here. So anyway, now where we are at this point, all of those guys who called me the stalkers are represented by me, and we still laugh at what they used to call me.
That's the best, isn't
Yes.
it? That's the best revenge you can ever get.
And it is humbling, more humbling, to carry the top of the line than it is to, be begging, because of the responsibility that comes with it. 4 years ago, I married a great guy.
Congrats.
From here.
Okay.
Okay.
So are you from Utah?
I was originally from Teton Valley in Idaho.
In Idaho, okay.
And but then I was an actress and a singer, so I was all over the place and in LA and all of the big cities. And I love it here. It reminds me of home.
Okay, so did you end up here because you got married, or the painting, or
Yes.
what brought you to Philipsburg?
I married a great guy from here.
Very cool.
And so he said, you don't have to work again. I said, well, I haven't worked in years.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not work for me.
You love what you do.
So all of these artists, every one of them are in the top 5 of their genre in the country. So this is a very high-end gallery.
I can see that. Where, are some of these guys local, or are they
we have, local meaning we have about 10 artists from Montana, but I already carried most of them. Okay. I already represented them in Utah. So I like to have a variety of art. So we kept that. I told the artists I was moving to a little mining town in Montana, and they said, we're in, we're coming.
Nice.
We're coming with you. So all of the artists came with us. And then we were also able to pick up the very top cowboy artists and wildlife artists who we didn't have in St. George. We picked them up when we came as well. So we, upped our game even more. So living in this little town is like going back home when I was a little kid.
This reminds you of Idaho.
I just love it. And I love the countryside. I love everything about it. And we did not lose our customers because they're very loyal to us.
That's great.
And we have a really great online presence. Okay. So we didn't lose them. And then we have all the people here who love it. But I'll tell you something.
You're doing an amazing job. And I've seen a lot of art galleries in the West, and there's good stuff, but this is the next level here.
Well, I love having it, and I love that people buy the art, but I also love when people walk in and just love it.
Right.
Because as long as a person goes out of the gallery feeling better than they came in, then my job is accomplished.
Right. I always feel like art, no matter if it's playing music, drawing, poetry, if it moves you in some way, it could be bad, it could be good. That's really like the job of art, is to move you emotionally in some way. What are some challenges of living here? Some things that you didn't really expect when you came here, and you're like, oh boy, this is going to be something.
I'll tell you one funny story. Okay, so the town likes to stay the same. They were really tight. They're a tight group, and I love people. So whether they love me or not is not my problem.
Yeah,
it's whether I love them. So I did have someone come in and say, I really wanted to hate you.
Right.
When you moved here.
Yeah.
And I said,
How dare you move here?
I said, how's that going for you? She said, not very well. I go, that's good. Because they thought that maybe that I was trying to change their town.
They don't like change here, which is understandable.
Well, because they love that sameness. But that has been overcome. Everyone in the town loves to come in. It's a gathering place.
Right.
People like to come and see what's new. It really helps that I'll tell you how I choose my artists. Sure. I choose my artists the number one thing is not their art. Mm-hmm. It's how they live their life.
Are they reflected in the art, right?
Are they living their life up here? Are they living their life with love, with light? That's the number one thing. Right. And no matter how good of an artist you are, if you're not living in that, then you're not in here. Right. So that's number one. Number two, they have to be in the top 5 in the country.
Criteria.
So, right. And then they actually call themselves family. Mm-hmm. So it's called a stable of artists if you're being, particular. But these guys, all of these artists, some of them who I've carried for all those 27 years, call themselves family. Right. And we just opened this show a week and a half ago, and they got to be together. 45 of them came. We had great models out at our ranch, Native Americans, cowboys, but they just got to be together, and they love it. It's like this huge reunion. And so all of these guys, when someone else makes a sale, it's they made a sale.
Right? Artists should support one another,
Right, and that's what this is.
Musicians argue with one another, and then they, drink and make up. So.
Yeah, well, these guys don't have to drink and make up. They just love each other.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Would you ever go back to Idaho?
I think that Philipsburg, Montana is my place.
Very